Hello, my name is Jocelyn. I'm sitting here with Mr. Avile. The date is Friday, May 24th, 2019, and we're recording this interview in his room. Okay, Mr. Avile, first question. What was the happiest moment of your life?
The happiest moment of my life. Wow, that's a tough question. Gosh, I really don't know. Maybe graduating college. I mean, obviously that was a happy moment, but it's hard to pinpoint just one moment. That's difficult. I don't know. That's hard. I don't know. I can't pick just one.
What was the saddest moment of your life?
Gosh. When one of my aunts who we were really close to died.
What kind of student did you think you were when you were in high school?
Academics came naturally to me, but I was not very studious.
What does that mean?
In other words, I didn't really study a lot, or I didn't always do all my homework because like school just came naturally, so I didn't have to study or anything like that. I could do well in school without having to do those things.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I wish that was me. Okay. Who were your best friends in high school and what were they like?
So I had kind of three different groups of friends. So because I was involved in three different things. So band was one group of my friends, ROTC was another group of friends, and the theater club was another group of friends. So I had kind of one or two really close friends in each of those groups. So, but they were all very different, right? The band people were band folks, so they were a little bit geeky, but we got along just fine. ROTC people were much more serious and driven and kind of just focused, and theater people again were silly and things like that. So yeah.
Wait, you did ROTC?
I did do ROTC.
Dang,
in
that
high
looks
school.
hard. Was it hard?
It was fun. I loved it. I loved my time.
All right. Next question. What is the most important lesson you've learned?
Asking for help is not a sign of weakness.
That's true. Okay. What are you most proud of?
That even when I was going through my kind of more severe depression throughout college, that I was still able to graduate on time.
Okay. How would you like to be remembered?
Like when I die? Is that what you mean?
Say that? Yeah, I mean, obviously not when you're
Oh,
when I'm you're
gosh.
alive, like when you pass
That's-
away and someone says,
That's
Mr.
a little
Wheeler,
dark.
you wanna be-
How would I like to be remembered? As someone who lived his faith in every interaction that he had with people.
I'll say that at your funeral.
Okay, thanks, I guess. That's
I mean, if that's your
I ideally not think about my funeral.
Okay, is there something about yourself that you think nobody knows?
I mean, there's plenty of things about myself that nobody knows. But you think I'm going to tell you now? That's ridiculous.
I don't know. Okay, wait, when and where were you born?
I was born in Chicago in 1993.
Okay. Where did you grow up and how was it?
I grew up in Little Village, and at the time, yeah, Southside, whatever. Whoop, whoop. And at the time, it was not a super great neighborhood. It's still not a super great neighborhood. So my mother especially, really sheltered us. Like we weren't allowed to go outside anywhere at all for any reason unless it was school or church. So that's what kind of stuff. But like we never went out or anything like that. We just us.
Do you have a nickname, like your family, like your friends give you?
I do, but I'm not going to say that here either.
Okay, then. How'd you get it?
It's part of Puerto Rican slang.
I forgot your Puerto Rican. Okay. Do you have any siblings? And if you do, what are they like?
I have two older sisters. The oldest one was in the military, so everything that you could stereotypically think about as a military person, that is her. She's very independent, she's very driven, but she's also no nonsense type of person. The middle one is your classic middle child. So she has struggled, and I'll leave it at that. But I mean, they're great. I love them, obviously.
So you're the baby of the family?
I am the youngest, if that's what you mean by the word baby.
That's what I mean, the baby,
Yes.
the youngest, yeah. You like being the baby of the family?
At times, yes. At times, no. There are good things that come with it, and there are not so good things. You do get pampered a little bit more than everybody else in the family, but also you never grow out of being the youngest. Even when you are older, you are always the youngest.
That's true, because I'm spoiled. I'm their favorite. Okay, that's it. Thank you for answering all these questions. How do I save this?